this is my first big reading. And, my beautiful wife, she helped me to prepare by telling me that if I bomb this and just do a terrible job, I get to wear a mask outside and no one will recognize me. So I'm very appreciative to remember that. I just want to give you a really quick background. In 2008, my dad passed away, and my brother and I took over the family business, which is a tire store. And so I'm going to read you 3 short memories, 3 short pieces from a larger collection. And I'm just so honored to share them with you. My brother and my mom are listening, and you'll meet them in the stories. So these are for you. Okay, the first one is called Pulling Taffy. Sometimes these days, the days of my father's absence, my mother dreams of selling the store. And sometimes my mother dreams of incarnations, things the store could become. Today, it's a tire store. Tomorrow, it's a 50s car hop, and Ken, the foreman, will roller skate up to your car window to take an order. His fingernails caked with a new kind of oil. Not motor oil, but canola. And the next day, it's an old-fashioned candy shop. My mother's in the picture window, wearing her striped chef's hat, poofy and white, pulling long strands of bright orange and pink taffy and offering it to the kids who pass by. We say, "Of course this can't be a candy store, Mom. You're diabetic." My brother Matt dreams up a strip club called The Garage. There are sexy girls in skimpy coveralls dancing on hydraulic lifts, which go up and down. I don't dream up anything except for ways to sell more tires. And I don't know which of these ideas is the craziest. Probably keeping it a tire store with the economy the way it is and so much competition moving in. This next piece is called Curiosity. 2 springs ago, another tire store opened about a stone's throw from ours, just north of us on Route 9. My mother said she couldn't handle one more tire store in this town and wanted to investigate. One winter day before they opened, my mother sped past their empty, unplowed lot in her minivan. She veered suddenly, swerving into the snow. I sat in the passenger seat up front, speechless. Matt sat in the back saying, "Mom, what are you doing? Mom, don't do this. Mom, trespassing is illegal. Mom, curiosity killed the cat." But still she veered until we were stuck. And there we sat, the owners of the tire store just up the road, stuck in the competition's parking lot. As we waited for the tow truck, we tried to convince our mother to wait in the car. Instead, she tiptoed up to the tinted bay windows, cupped her hands to the glass, and peered in. Last week, she stalked a customer. He didn't know it. At least, I think he didn't know it. At any rate, he did not call the police. She called me from her minivan. I was at the library and answered in a hushed voice. She said excitedly, "I've always wanted to see where a customer goes when they leave our store." So today I followed someone. He got a quote and left, and I was wondering where he'd head next, so I peeled out behind him. He made his way to Firestone, and we'll just see what happens now. I'm parked at the gas station across the street eating a hot dog. He just went in. I'll keep you posted. The next call came a few minutes later. "Well, it looks like he's staying. They can't have better prices than us. They're notorious for that. I'll bet he's getting an alignment." She trailed off. Then she spoke up again. "Well, I should get a lunch for you and Ned anyway, since I'm out. You want a hot dog?" I wonder what my father would say. He'd laugh, I'm sure. He'd hold his belly and laugh that hearty laugh and send her on another mission. To the bank, perhaps, after somebody who bounced a bad check. Because with business, it's personal, no matter what anybody says. Last but not least, I have for you the third memory called The Horse Trailer. And thank you all again for being here. It means a lot. My parents opened their first store in Perth, New York, about an hour from our current location. A few years later, they opened a store in Johnstown, New York, and this is where this story takes place. I am sitting with my mother in the passenger seat of her minivan while she tells me this story. A couple came in from out of state, towing a large horse trailer behind them. They needed a tire for the trailer. The one they had was tattered in shreds, the wires and plies exposed. The only problem, they said, was that they didn't have any money. But they promised to send my parents a check as soon as they got home. So in good faith, my parents installed the trailer tire, maybe a B78, the old way to write such things, and the couple and the horse were on their way. Did they ever pay you back, I ask? No, my mom says, looking straight ahead. They never did. We drive in silence for a while, and we see a tire blown to bits in the middle of the highway. You've surely seen them, the carcasses of retreads, most likely from 18-wheelers. She tells me another story. Years ago, there was an article in the newspaper about an accident on this highway. A tire, much too worn, came apart, unraveling from the back of a horse trailer on its way to somewhere. The rear doors unhitched and swung open, the horses came tumbling out. Car upon car piled up, smashing into the back of the trailer, the horses, the whole mess. A woman interviewed at the time remarked, "I will never forget the sound of screaming horses." My mother and I sit quietly for a while, and she says, "I guess we did it for the horse." Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's such an excellent reading. I was completely lost and captivated and mesmerized. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christopher.
Great. Well, I will let you go and we will invite the next reader. Thank you again. And so next up,